So I've been seeing a trend of people calling things demonic and them trying to find a way to label things and understand, hey, is this right, wrong, demonic or not, blah, 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 right? So I'll give you my 2 cents just from my understanding of the word. Everything isn't demonic, but everything is spiritual. And when I say everything is spiritual, there are different things that you feel, different emotions, different actions, different attitudes that you have behind certain things that you consume. And once you've consumed enough stuff and opened a pathway up enough, that's where possession starts in. And when I say possession comes in, it's because you've opened this lane through this avenue to yourself to now where you're no longer in control. If you look at the descriptions of demons in the Bible, it's not the feelings, it's not the thought patterns, it's complete and total takeover of your body. You know what I mean? And if you think about Legion, who was cast out into the pigs, like that wasn't Legion. That wasn't the dude who Legion was in talking. It was the demons talking. If you think about the ones who the 7 sons of Sceva tried to talk to and tried to cast out in Paul's name, it talked back to them and said, Paul I know and Jesus I know, but I don't know you. So demons are entities. Demons are proper nouns. They have like names. They can speak. They got their own thing going on. But when things are spiritual, it goes to how it makes you feel. It goes to what place it takes you to. It comes into what you're feeding and consuming within your body. If you remember, Jesus talked about what is in a man's heart is what comes out of his mouth, right? Not what he eats, because that's going to go down your digestive tract and go out the back, right? But ultimately, it's what you consume spiritually that will come out of you later. That in and of itself isn't everything, right? Like a car can be spiritual to you. Right? A phone can be spiritual to you. TikTok is very spiritual to a lot of people. So it goes into what are you spiritually prepared to combat? Because we aren't supposed to be scared of these things, but we have to know ourselves to know what we're susceptible to. And I think that's the fight that people need to get to. Not trying to label everything as demonic, not trying to make everything something that we should be fearing and be running from because God didn't give us the spirit of fear. We need to make sure that we understand that everything is spiritual. And in that, what am I susceptible to being controlled by, or what am I susceptible to being changed by? You know what I mean? Like, what are my ear gates, eye gates, and, you know, what am I consuming? Is it the music that's making me act the way I'm acting? Is it that music that's putting thoughts in my head? Is it that show that has me wanting to go and do things I know I shouldn't be doing? Or is it that show that has me saying things I shouldn't say? Like, that's what we need to be concentrated on. But one of the tricks of the enemy is to mislabel things for us so that we give them more power than they are supposed to have. And also, one of the tricks of the enemy is for us to mislabel things so that we don't think that they're as important to pay attention to as they should be. We've got plenty of believers who consume the wrong type of media on a regular basis, and they wonder why they keep having these reactions and they keep hurting their fellow man, and they can't seem to have that compassion that the Bible talks about. And it's because you have consumed so much that at a certain point, it's difficult for you to sift through that to find what you need to find and hear what you need to from God. So the question that we need to be asking isn't, is this demonic? But it is, how spiritual is this, and how is this spirit affecting me?